She talk up like they, made my phone drop. So, as I was saying, this is why they gave her a tail for Catholic religion, and a male-dominated religion. And if you read this, it is as though they did not want her in the underworld. And that is a lie. She doesn't want to be a part of the underworld. I mean, it's just so deep, that I can say, oh, we're in her womb. But I can also say that when they came to Earth to get a hold of the ones that had taken, the gold and brought it down here and began to hide it. And when Anu and them, the crew came down, she had nothing to do with it. She's never had anything to do with anyone on Earth. No contact, not like that. You know what I'm saying? But no contact is the way she has contact with me today. No contact in Paulides I am from. No contact with anyone from Paulides. However, that gets deeper too. And so she doesn't want to be with the demonic creatures. She doesn't want to be with them, But so they write it as though she wanted to get in, and they would not let her in. When Nana arrived at the first gate, she demanded interest. See that shit, you land bastards? Telling gatekeepers she had come to attend her brother-in-law's funeral. Must have been in Laos. Kramer, they do come and they do die here and they go back. Kramer followed by, look at this name, Kramer, followed by other scholars, considered the excuse United States false. So they advanced various United States explanations of Anna's decision. So now this Kramer guy, he says that this is a lie and he's going to make it right, but it's just another fucking lie of the pink man. Now you have a Joseph Campbell, Joseph in the Bible, and Campbell Soup saw her as going to meet her opposite. Now we have 1964, and on page 105 and 109, these numbers mean a lot. Kramer judged her as longing for still greater power. She never asked for any power. She only asked to be let the fuck go. And if she let you into her womb, to please learn to dress it. Dress it means to take care of. Now, here's your Illuminati, the rats. They're the ones who want the power. Now here is Limp in Key V. You see how they keep the key in there? N-K-I? All they need is the E. E-N-K-I. Inky. I'm not fucking stupid. Want to get all those damn eyes, you nosy bastards. And so this dude thought she went to deprive her sister. Now they want to say this is her sister. Whatever. I know that it's not her sister. Of her powers. See, I'll get to that. Feminists. Now we have the feminists have arrived. I mean, if this shit is ancient, then what the fuck is feminists doing here? No, they had a feminist discussion of the poem include P.E. whatever the fuck that name is. I will look it up later. Interruption, 1981. And Diane. So we do not have the Diana, but we have Diane. And they could take this off and turn it around and get CIA. Now, we do not have a Walker, but we have a Walkstein. We do not have a Frankenstein. We have a Walkstein, as though this person is Asian. Walk. Not walk. Walk. Who viewed Inanna as searching for knowledge. Oh, well. And then, the way she did it, she said, this could be me. Inanna's descent took its final written form after years of recopying and male-dominated religion. And during that time, targeted individual, me, and there's the ringing for in your ear. It is probable, okay, this one, he must be a lot higher in school. He did not use possible, he used the word probable. It means you are a pro at being able, although you are a babe. You see? No, it doesn't. I'm just joking. That in Anna slowly changed. No, she changed fast. She changed very, very fast. Now we have the word visual as well as written material from Summer. Now, she says the reason it is Summer and there's U-S-E. The reason it is Summer because some of her children were over here, some of her children were over there, some were this color, some were that color, some were mentally retarded, some were physically and mentally retarded. So Summer, some of your children over here, some of your children over there, Summer. Persuades me that originally Anna had the right to visit the underworld as she suspected it is her womb as part of her realm. For instance, there we go with the word Babylonian seal depicts a winged female with high horned crown, a horn crown, right? And bird feet. Now I'm going to ID the 33. Standing with her head among deities. And these things are God. Now my phone, man, I'm just goddamn adjustment for sometimes most of the time they get all the time they get on their nerves. Now in the word deities, here we have internet technology, TI, and plus the I35. So Aleister Crowley must have played around with this shit too. And they're human, you see, they're human worshippers. So now they were melanated worshippers, and her feet among demonic creatures. And it is. I'm going to show you this. She told me about it before I even read down here. You see this? This is her, and she says, they are Nessie, they never put clothes on her. And this right here is there for the tree of life. These are her children. This is Inky. She says that's Inky little dog ass. She says he's nothing but a motherfucking dog. So, that he is my brother, so. But hey, he is. I have to agree when things are right. I stand on the side of righteousness. Now, these are her children here. And she said they were all different types, different sizes, different ages. Although there are only 4, Inky, 4 children on this side for a foundation, Inky, and 4 children on this side for a foundation that is 8. She said in these are her children who were mentally retarded and physically retarded. That is what this drawing is about. The reason she has on wings, they have her wings down, they should be up, is because she flew the fuck off of Politis very quick, never to return. And if they would have found another place for the non-melanated man to go, he would never, never, never be in her womb. And now they're playing games on it. Now, once she told me a lot of this, and I'm just summing it up, Now, once she told me that, I read this. It said, a winged goddess wearing a multi-horned crown stands with her head in the realm of the deities with other gods and their devotees. This is the god, I guess, the dog, because his Inky, is dumb, you see. And the dog is God backwards, you see. Her bird-clawed feet rest in a place, likely the underworld, inhabited by strange and demonic creatures. These right here who are her children. Some think her to be Lilith. And see, now she is really mad because they keep making her to be a demon. And she is not. She just doesn't want to have anything to do with them. And I know for a fact because the same thing goes on with me. I don't want to have anything to do with the pink man. We can do business. That's all we need to do together. We can do business. After that, anyone I have anything to do with you, they don't like me either. So I guess they call me Lilith too. And in Lilith, see, you have the I and the L and the I. That is also for Illuminati too. That we must say is for the North nosy motherfuckers. And here you have internet technology and you have LIT, light, you know. They said a light, but it's lit. Okay, but the crown shows her to be a great goddess. Almost certainly an Anna. See, they don't even know. Almost certainly. You're almost certain. Macedonia, cylinder seal, he imitates. Like, he imitate or something? No, I have that word too. Because I needed to see what the fuck it was talking about, you see? It was to let me know she is blacker than coal. You see this? This is the word that is the, you see? And then they have this thing here. She did not know if it was a bear or a boar. I thought it was like Muscle Winnie the Pooh, a bear, you know? I did not open it to read it. I did not have time. You see what they do? And this is how black she is, see? This is how black she is, you see? No, she does have on skates. She did not come with the skates. I had another group that came with skates. I did. Wow. Wow, it must be the wind. You know, we have the doors open and stuff because it's just so hot, so hot, so hot. You know, this looks like a piece of doodoo. It also looks like a penis and balls. I don't want to see that shit. And they got me on a carnal kind of level that I can see that shit now. I used to couldn't see it, but now I can. I mean, I could see it, but you know, now I can see it even more. So, she also told me she used to come visit me, and but she never said a word, and I remember too. I told her I remember the toss name, dark female, with a very long silver hair. Maybe that's why her hair is so long, but it wasn't that long though. She came with my grandma Tim, you know, and I had not seen my grandma Tim in a long time. When I was 11, I was in the room sleep, and my grandma Tim, she can't open. The doors appear to open, but I can see it's still closed. This happened to me more than once, and I mean with different entities, You know, the door be closed, and next thing I know, it's open, but I can still see it closed, but I'm looking at it open too. Yeah. Do that kind of shit to a 11-year-old. Make me goddamn insane. That's why I'm insane. I am insane. I am so insane, I'm still a fucking lie. If I was not insane, I'd kill myself by now, you know? Only an insane person would live through all this bullshit. But I live because I need to see the end. I love the outcome. I always like to see the outcome. No. So my grandma too, she comes through the door. Someone is with her, but when she comes through the door, I'm just going to tell it the way I saw it, okay? So she comes through the door, right? And she comes toward my bed, and it is like she is on roller skates. I am somewhat scared, but not. Because I'm curious, and you know, that curiousness can get people in a lot of trouble, you know that, right? Got my dumbass target. Want to be so curious to learn of them without even knowing I was learning of them. So when my grandma Tim, she comes on skates. Well, I say she comes on skates because the way she slides, and the dolls, they came the same time, you know. And there were other dolls that came, they all had on skates. And so, since she was with my grandma Tim, they would come to me and they would say, my grandma Tim's on roller skates, because it's the way she comes to me. It's as though she was rolling on skates. Remember, I am only 11 years old. I mean, this happened to me for real. So I put her on skates because she used to come with my grandma Tim. Because my grandma Tim is one of her daughters. Everyone on the planet Earth is Pandora's children. She is the mother of all. They call her Eve because they wanted her to be evil, you know. So they called her Eve. And I guess they say her name, so it can not be, oh, they just don't want to say her name, because they say her name in so many other little stupid shit. So everyone is Pandora's child on this planet. She has an array of colors for all her children, even pink. Pink comes in an array of colors too, but she do not like them, and she cannot wait for their demise. And she is here to help me to get them to stop targeting me. You know, the people who are raised around me, I don't know if they will be stopped from being targeted, but they will be stopped from them animating the bodies to fuck with me in some kind of a way, you know, and to bring me down and then tell everyone, you know, oh, I'm helping her, you know, you're helping me. I have one foot in the grave and one here, and you're the one going to push me in there. They're all of them, not just one. All of them, you know. I had to talk to my son this morning about that shit last night. Last night I talked to my son about it and talked to him some more this morning, but mostly last night. I was talking to my son about some shit that was going on, you know. And then my son, he was acting as though he did not give a damn, you know. And, you know, and he made me feel as though he did not care for my suffering, you see. And that was what I was so concerned about, that he did not care about my suffering. And I also told him, and it appears that when I open my mouth, your handler has it as though my voice hurts your ears. And my son looked at me. And then my son said, well, that is really, really a harsh way of putting it. But it is true. I say, it is not true, it's your handler. And I keep telling my son, you need to get a hold of your handler and control that bitch. You control that bitch. You do not let that bitch control you. If not, he wants to see you on the street with nothing. And that's where you will be. Because I'm not going to keep taking disrespect from these children that I bear. So I know how Pandora feels. I just glad I don't have as many children as she did. So now we see Pandora is this black. The pink hair they put on her head, and no, they put it on her head. But her attire and everything else is like red and silver, you know? See? This maybe it is pink. It looks red to me. But it could be pink. Because of the type of material that it is, you know? See? Red and silver. And as Dr. Vine said, the males are gold and the females are silver. She has silver on her wrist. They put the pink hair on her head so they can, you know, be at the top. You know, see pink at the top, and then the color that she is. You know, they even give her silver eyes. you know. They need to be at the top of even Pandora. So she's gonna kick their ass because she don't like them. She let them stay here, and they have been rowdy every fucking since she let them stay. Now, this picture here, I thought this picture was inky. It is not. Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth. This is Pandora, and this is her with her dreads. She kind of look a little mobile-ish too, huh? She's from the planet Jupiter. And this, they don't have lanes or anything. I know the planets I visited, even Venus, do not have animals. No, not one. The animals are for Earth. You know, actually, the animals were here first. That's why they fuck with the animals first, because the animals were here even before they got their pink asses here. Now, I had this picture and another picture, and I was teasing Inky, especially after I had spoken to Pandora. I did not know at the time this was Pandora. You know, I didn't know at the time, but I had that one with the little purse, and I had this. And I was telling Inky, yo, you a little bitch. They're using you for a program to have all your children, the melanated ones and the non-melanated ones, your male children, to be in a fucking dress. I say, nigga, you are goddamn gay. And do you know what he said? He said, that's not me. I said, your children say this is you. He said, I don't give a fuck what my children say, but that's not me. But he did not tell me who it was. This is Pandora. And they do somewhat, she said they do somewhat have it look like a man, but she said, if you look at their legs, the way they have it, and there's a little hill, she said, but she do not have these. She said she does not need spares because no one comes to fuck with her. No one. In the beginning, it was not like they were apathetic toward her. They just wanted her to be more into, you know, what was going on. You know, to be more into it. And she didn't want to have shit to do with it. She, get the fuck out of here. Give me this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Down over there. Hey, you, come on over. We getting the fuck up off this fucking planet. Pilates was taking our ass on to Jupiter. And never speak to them again. You know, she said, made this planet burn the fuck up. Wow. I don't blame her. Because Inky raped her. And here, this is the moon. She explained this to me. Even the 3 lines that go right here, and how many go around. Here, this is supposed to be into Anu's Isha. She has come bearing a gift, and she is speaking to her. But she doesn't want anything to do with her. Take your gift and whatever and get your ass on over to your own motherfucking planet. That's why they have the land there, to keep her away. But she says she does not need spares. She does not need a land. She does not need what is in her hand. She does not need any of that because no one fucks with her. But she says she is here now, and she's going to fuck her children up. She says she does not care if you're melanated or not. If you have something to do with any fucking thing that is even a picture, if you are pushing a picture around and you are not telling the truth of the picture, she don't give a fuck if you know or not. She said ignorance is not bliss up in her head. And she doesn't know why they keep putting the motherfucking horn crowns on her head. She is not them. She is not a fucking demonic demon like them. She just birthed them. And she did not actually birth them. You know, Inky fucked around with her DNA. And here, they have her again. It's just flip side. You see? They like playing with shit. And here, she said this is not her. Although they depict it as her. See her dreads and Inky. But she said this is Ruth and Boaz. Also, it's talking to her. And Malcolm X was here too. Malcolm X is coming back. More so why he had to leave. I don't know if the person's in labor or not. Didn't ask any questions. I just listened to what he said about that. I just don't want to ask questions about who is going to be a parent. I don't know. I don't need to know all that kind of stuff. I just don't need to know. But he is coming back the third time. He had to leave abruptly, and I don't know if she was in labor or what was going on. He's going to be birthed now. He's going to be birthed 3 or 4 years from now. I do not know. But I know he's coming back, and he does not know if he's coming back as a twin. The twin will be Betty. So you will have Malcolm X and Betty. If they do not come as twins, then they will not even be a year apart. I do not know which one will come first, the male or the female, and he did not know either. He just told me as much as he because they have things programmed in machines too. So he knows that little bit, but he doesn't know which one will be born first. He just knows that they will be twins, and if not twins, then the one will be born less than a year. They will not be a full year apart, 9, 10, 11 months apart. So if someone in his family is pregnant, if they have a baby, a girl or boy, it doesn't matter. They only have one. If they have another one before the year is up, so the babies are not even a year apart, and so they will have a boy and a girl, a male and a female, and then they will have Malcolm X and Betty. Yeah, this is things she told me, and these are her retarded children here. And the 4 is life. So she has foundation on this side and foundation on this side. She stands in the middle. And if you do not count Inky and you just count the 4 here, she stands in the middle. You do not count the dog, as she says. Then they become 9. Like the 9 heads, That was that picture. There were many, many pictures here. And then color study pictured by someone. You see how they have her tits out and then they always have her with animals? This is also